If you don't know anything about it, you can sort of trust that it's probably going to be all right, and it's probably not that bad.
One of the things we used to like to try and do was to plant a false story.
Why are you called the Beatles?
Why not?
Could you answer one question for me? I may be a little square. I don't know what Beatles means. It just means us.
I had a vision when I was 12, and I saw a man on a flaming pie, and he said, "You are Beatles with an A," and we are.
I remember we all changed our names for that tour, and I changed mine to Paul Ramon. George became Carl Harrison.
Hi, I'm Nelson Wilbury of the Travelling Wilburys.
Well, I'm going to lie to you.
Oh, yes! Yeah, you're a liar.
I lie a lot.
The true story of the Beatles. You can still get it direct.
George Harrison, whoever the real one is, was always there, really. But 1966 was when I sort of woke up out of my dream.
What made you wake up?
Well, a number of things, the experiences that we were having, and one experience which I don't really like to talk about too much.
So we're into the 80s now. Where do you think music is going to go, and where is Paul McCartney going to go?
To bed, I should think.
You know, I'd rather stick around and get old than, like, be terrific and famous and die young. Myself, you know, some people like going out in a blaze of glory. I'm not one of them. But I wouldn't want to do it again. No way.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Grammy people. Thank you. It's the first time I've ever played the Grammys. And I finally passed the audition.
There is only one Paul McCartney.
And I am the last remaining Beatle.
What about me?
I'm one of the last remaining Beatles.
You've got so many of the bastards.
Now we can only ask two, which is dragging it away.
Ringo, keep your bit dead.
I've met you before. I thought you were dead.
George, he gave his friend George Melly a cheque in an envelope under the instructions that the amount never be revealed.
I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objects.
The planet is in the control of mad people.
Wales was the worst place I ever went.
What were they after?
They were after my head. And, you know, we had all these policemen, you know, we walked down this, like, corridor of policemen, and some hand just came through and just grabbed my head. This child would have died.
I don't remember
It
Wales.
was before you joined the group.
Oh, yeah. That was Rory Storm and the Hurricanes.
No, it was you, Georgie. But you were so much younger then. You don't remember anything, do you?
No. Instant amnesia. For about 10 years, I didn't really...
10 minutes.
I didn't really know Paul.
Which album was this?
This was on Abbey Road. Abbey Road.
That sometimes you have to relearn the older stuff?
Yeah, I have to relearn everything I've written. An awful lot. So you can't retain them all. We go into rehearsal and I learn them, you know. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. And then I remember us all sort of sitting around trying to think of stuff, and then I think Johnson went home and came up, I think he came up with with Dick Lester, I think we came up with the idea of Help. And then John went home and happened to write it that evening. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's wrong.
I asked Paul 4 different questions in that interview, all about songs that he wrote, and he had no recollection about those songs. I said, Paul, my favorite song right now that you wrote is a song called Your School. that you played on the Ubu Jubu radio special. You were testing out your new studio in 1983, the Hog Hill studio. He's like, really? How does it go? I'm
like, I've never heard half of these stories.
What do you mean you forgot? How can you ever forget that experience?
Well, I mean, the bad side of it, I just remember the laughs, you know? And I'm not what I appear to be. Of all I was singing the wrong words there.
And now, your host for this evening, the Rolling Stones. And now, your host for this evening, the Bottles.
You stay locked in this room without money to spend on that marvelous French cooking that's been making you all so fat. Hey, that's a good name for a group, the Four Fats.
George Martin produced comedy records. Suddenly, Brian is offered this producer who's never heard, probably, bless him, didn't even know what a pop group was.
We got fed up of being sidemen for Paul.
You tell like this, I can't see.
We're very sorry that we can't come to Japan to play our music to you this time, but if the Minister of Justice says we can't come in, then we can't come in.
And Paul's always busy, I don't know.
Well, that's it. I don't know anything about it, and I don't want to do it, and God bless you.
Okay, John.
Okay, bye-bye.
Really, I don't want to do anything with songs on the show. They just turn out shitty. Maybe we should have a divorce.
Well, if you get your videos, you've got it all.